Good to see you. How are you?
Good. Very well. Okay. I'm very honored and very grateful that you made it for today.
I am only for shaking of your hand. It would be another place.
Thank you so much.
You could stay with me.
I'm really very honored to see you. You are legendary. Thank you. I'm really very glad to be back in Vilnius, in a country with whom Armenia, we as a people, as a nation, have an extraordinary record of mutual respect and solidarity. We are smaller nations on the global map, but we're nations who have particularly strong sentiment about freedom and independence. Mr. Landsbergis, your presence here reminds me of the very important, great times when Armenia and Lithuania, together with other smaller freedom-loving nations, have been standing up for their independence. We have since independence, like you, have declared our commitment, our intention to build a nation of a European model, a nation which is faithful to the principles and rules of democracy, rule of law, human rights. Over the past 28 years, we have seen various dynamics in our nation, in our country. There has been progress and problem. There have also been some tragic moments in our history of the past 28 years. But overall, I think there has been a consistent move towards strengthening a democratic society in Armenia. The revolution, the Velvet Revolution of April and May 2018 has been the manifestation of the strong determination of our people to fix the problems and to move in the direction of further entrenching the principles which are enshrined in our constitution, which are enshrined in our independence. Our foreign policy is values-driven. We are cognizant and very proud and very confident about our identity, our civilizational impact, and our commitment to the values of also the values of democracy and human rights. Those are important principles and values, also relevant to our foreign policy. We are also, of course, taking into account the challenges in sustaining and strengthening Armenian interests in the changing world. We have the principles of sovereignty. Very often we come across those judgments, value judgments, assessments, both within and outside Armenia, about Armenia being pro-one-dimensional, pro-another dimension, or anti-third dimension, or whichever other thing. We strongly insist that Armenia's foreign policy is strictly only pro-Armenian. It is driven by Armenian national interest. And further, we have the important principle of sustaining a pan-Armenian interest, because we're a nation which is small in size but global in nature. The history has been quite challenging to us, and as a result, we have Armenian presence in many parts of the world. We're a nation of explorers, traders, with an impact in various parts of the world, and we're very proud of that. We have heritage in various parts of the world. We're very proud of it. We're a nation of diaspora because of the tragedy of the genocide of the beginning of the 20th century that also defines our spread across the world. Wherever we have been, we have not been just diasporas, but institutionalized diasporas. Our people have shown the capacity of being very dedicated and committed members of their adopted homes, citizens of the countries they reside in, while at the same time institutionally strengthening their identity as Armenians in various parts of the world. And that capacity is very important, both in terms of us as a nation collectively, and also as a huge potential for the use of our development as a nation state at present. And finally, our determination of partnerships as a principle in foreign policy has been and remains very, very strong. We have declared that once again in our foreign policy of the present government. Partnerships, deepening of relations with all our partners who one way or another are participants in our global, regional engagements, and with whom we work towards mutually reinforcing our agendas, mutually reinforcing our national security.